Was good, Blair? Pattern trade demon returns. Ollie, I am back. I know you all missed me, and I come back today. I come bringing gifts in the form of nearly 1k down on all my accounts. So I did take a fat L today. I took a loss of like minus 350 on all my accounts. Here's my journal for the day. It was an L day today, and there's a lot to learn from it. So let's get straight into that shit. I'll let you lot decide in the comments if it was a pattern trade, if it was an A plus setup gone wrong, or if I need to find a job in customer service such as McDonald's. I'll let you lot decide that in the comments below. But here is the daily bias. Daily time frame, low key, just chopping about in a range. All right, we're on a bullish trajectory, but there's not much to go off here. Like, there's not any clear indication of where price wants to go. You can see where we're disrespecting bearish gaps here and also disrespecting bullish gaps. So there wasn't any real momentum on the daily here. Nothing really to say about that. Sometimes you can zoom in on the 4 hour and see a really clear trend, clear indication of where price wants to go. And that's what I thought today would have been, but apparently not. So you can see this was the 4 hour time frame. You had a inverse of a bearish gap there, that big bearish gap, where price inversed it here, respecting this 4 hour. A clear intermediate high here to target, and ES was doing a similar thing with a bullish uptrend. Wasn't really too much to see here. In my opinion, it was clearly, clearly targeting buy side here. So we were wanting longs off of today, off just of 4 hour structure. And I said that towards the start of my stream. If you were in my TikTok stream, I said I do not see a world where Asia isn't hit today. I think Asia is the agreed upon objective. I also said there is a lot of low resistance liquidity below us. All right, if you zoomed on the lower time frame, on the 5-15 minute, there was so many lows here, and as well as that, you had obviously the session lows, London and Asia here. So I said that in order for price to achieve the session objective, I would expect all these lows to get ran. I wouldn't really want to long against this either, just because you did have all these resting orders, all these liquidity right below us. So I did want to see them get swept out on open. So I said originally my bias was bearish. I wanted to see us either short down to them lows and get a reaction off, or if we couldn't catch the short down, I'd wait for a move down and long up off of those levels. So 1 hour clear uptrend, want us to go lower and open either sweep out liquidity / imbalance, fill EQ, or long to Asia, or if we manipulate higher off of open, I'll short down to the low resistance liquidity. So literally exactly what I've just said there. That was my bias going in for today. Here is where shit gets techie. All right, market open. I did not realize this at the time, but Trump was yapping his little orange head off. Right, he was yapping, and I did not realize this at the time. So that made some mad volatility on open. Yeah, that low key may have fucked me over. It may have been the reason that I did lose my trade, but you'll see in a minute where I went wrong potentially. Anyway, so on open, we did end up going lower. If I zoomed into the 1 minute time frame here, you would see we originally, literally as market open, boom, just swept out that 15-minute intermediate low, which was also within a gap. So a lot of you straight away are thinking, why would you ever short against that? That's now created a protected low, and I would agree. But my view is this: we still had a lot of low resistance liquidity below. We still had 2 session lows, lots of draws and liquidity below, and we came up and swept out this intermediate high with a lot of bearish SMTs up here from ES as well. If I were to zoom out fully, you would have seen them. So in my head, as you can see, my execution was this: we had a really strong reaction off of the intermediate high here, the 15-minute intermediate high, SMTs everywhere on ES, a bearish 3-minute IFPG, really clear. You can see what happened immediately. Just got dicked. My stop loss got dicked, and we were respecting this gap here. That was just my thinking. I thought we were going to continue lower, but I do recognize that this low was protected, and in all honesty, I think my bias was right. I think I was fair to say that I wanted us to continue lower, but we created a protected low. So why would I then risk my money like against probability? It doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't have done that. So I did really like it in the moment though. That's what I need to remember, like, is such a good thing having the hindsight saying this low got swept off of open, but also this low got swept, and I did not want to, you know, be left behind if we were to just shoot straight down. I would be annoyed at myself if I didn't take that trade. So I potentially should have half risked it or not taken it at all. Again, something I just need to remember, bro. There's always tomorrow. There's always going to be market open tomorrow. You're never out for the count. You're not losing anything by just not trading for the day, right? So I shouldn't be rushing this shit. If a few of you will have been tuning into the stream as well, I appreciate you watching. You would have seen that I was just pissed, bro. I was bare frustrated. You can see with my fucking trade recaps, I've just been on a break even run, bro. Like June was a rough month for me, trading wise, and I feel like I can't get into the room. I can't get into a win streak, but I took myself off the charts. You get me? Fresh mind now. I'm ready to get back at it tomorrow. It just today was like psychologically, it was a bit rough. I'll be real. As soon as I took the trade, it was like shot up to my stop loss. I was like, right, safe. Um, but yeah, nothing you can do about it apart from keep showing up and keep learning your mistakes. I journaled the shit out of that trade, as you can see. Let me bring it up. Journal that trade well. And yeah, I just need to be more. This is what I need. I need to be just a picky little bitch about my entries. I need to be picky as fuck. All right, so if I don't love the setup, I'm not going to take it anymore. It's just so dumb. How am I telling myself this over and over again? Only take A plus setups, but like that's just part of the game. And hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. This week will be a winning week, and there's always the rest of the week to make up for shit like this. And at the end of the day, I didn't break any rules. It was just a less probable setup that I probably shouldn't have taken. And I'm still at the end of the day learning the model and shit. So I'm not too frustrated. Annoying loss, yes, but can I be back and better by the end of this week? Yeah, 100%. So I'm chilling on that front. I've been extremely busy today, so I apologize that the vid's a little bit late. I'll be better on this week. I've got no shit to do apart from just work straight. So the vid schedule will be a little bit better. And I appreciate you boys watching. If you're not already, go follow my socials in my bio, Discord, join up, completely free. Just a community of people trying to get better in trading and in life. And if you want to cheer your boy up after a long day, hashtag code Ollie at checkout. Just kidding. That's only if you like me. You don't have to do that. All right, boys. Anyway, I'm off for the night. Safe. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow.